Hey traders, this is Ron Haidt at Market Tamer. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a great day. As always, nothing in this presentation shall constitute a recommendation to buy or sell any security. Trading stocks and options involves risk, and specific financial issues should always be addressed by your financial advisor, and past performance is no guarantee of future performance. All that good stuff. We'll start here with the Qs. They were up 0.5%. They came off their highs, but they're still moving higher. Bulls are on the offensive here. Spiders up only 45 cents. If I zoom in, again, finishing off the highs, that's why it's a black candle. We finished lower than where we opened, but still higher than the previous day. And if I look at something like the IWM, it was up 80 cents today, about 0.5%. It's still lagging, but overall the bulls got the edge in the market. Now, back on March 21st, and even a week ago, I brought into you guys some seasonally bullish stocks. One of them specifically was EDU. And I said right around March 21st, when I did a live webinar for the world to see, keep an eye on these stocks. They're in their seasonal bullish windows. EDU, CTRP, Home Depot, Tiffany's. I even talked about Amazon and Ulta as well. There's actually 6 that I highlighted, and I said, listen, they're in their seasonal bullish windows. This is typically when they go higher. And what happened? If you take a call, and you can use ThinkBack to even look at it inside Thinkorswim, from here to here, was up as much as 105%. Not bad for an at-the-money call option. How about CTRP? Now, it already gapped higher in its seasonally bullish window. So there was already a big move here of 35 to 42, 20%. But I got some questions in that webinar saying, well, oh, it already went up. I'm like, still in the bullish window. Try not to overthink it. Follow along on paper, see what happens. So from March 21st here, right into here, up as much as 100%. Again, at the money long call. You start thinking about paying $2, $3, $4, $5 for an option, and it doubles its value. That's not a bad deal, right? How about Home Depot? Seasonally bullish window. But I talked about it on the 21st too, right? From there to there. And this stock finished almost at the highs of the day. This was a champ. Those calls up 61%, as much as 61%. And then how about TIF, Tiffany's? Same thing. The question was, oh, it's moving higher. And I said, well, the data says it just keeps going. Historically, these stocks go up as much as 70, 80, 90+% of the time. Guess what happened? It's up again today. That calls up as much as 46%. All near the money calls. It's just absolutely crazy. So you got to register. This is my last event tomorrow, Thursday, April 4th, noon Eastern. You guys keep writing in, oh, I was busy, and I get it. I know everybody's busy, but you need to see this live to understand the power of what you're hooking at. I'm going to show you the hot list. The same hot list that had EDU, CTRP, Home Depot, Tiffany's, Amazon, and Ulta on it for the world to see. And now they're all moving. I got folks saying, oh my God, you were right. I'm like, I wasn't right. The historical data said this is what they typically do, no guarantee of future results. But hey, when's the last time you felt confident when you looked at a trade idea and said, historically, this company's been publicly traded 20, 30 years. They go up 87% of the time historically by an average of 22%, something like that. It's just a head scratcher. So come on in, you need to see it live. It will blow your mind. Register at the bottom of the video or in the email we sent out. There was less than, I think, was it 80 or so seats were left or so. So please register. Otherwise, you're going to get locked out. All right, now let's go look at some other stocks. Facebook. More bad news out today. There was a report that said Facebook's user data something was on Amazon Cloud. I was reading thestreet.com and that's where I found it. It's just crazy. I think it was on Zero Hedge too. But this stock can't be sunk. It's going nowhere despite all the problems. Well, if the problem, let's not get into the fact that if you or I did it, we'd be in a whole lot more trouble, right? But they're getting away with it. There's been no repercussions. So unless something comes down from the top in government, if this thing starts moving higher again and just erases today, these upside targets are still in play. It's incredible how resilient this stock is. It's just basing. And that's a lot of power that's building. If you look at other stocks that do that, where they consolidate, then they start running, that's the new base. So I'll be very curious here. Again, purely from an educational perspective, if Facebook would be a large position for me, which it is not, I don't own any Facebook myself, but let's say I did, and I wanted to protect it. I could go out to maybe January 2020, about 9 months from now, and say, hey, at the money put. And then what I could do is sell short calls against it, week by week, month by month, making sure they're above where the stock is trading, and that would help pay for that long put. So just heads up, I would almost put Facebook now in the class of A Boeing and a Tesla in uncertainty. I think Boeing is probably number one, Tesla number two, and Facebook would be the third if I had to arrange them in order. Just don't know what's going to happen with these stocks right now. I'm still amazed Facebook is as high as it is considering all the crap they've done. It's remarkable. All right, here is Micron. This stock is up 3% today, cleared the 200-day, but again, it couldn't finish at the highs, so it's still playing with this just a little bit more. If it gets back up to its highs today, upside targets could be considerable. So that's a stock I get asked about too quite a bit. Let's look at Raytheon, Lockheed, and Northrop. So Raytheon was down over 4.5%, could not sustain itself above the 200-day moving average. It did get above it back on the 1st, on Monday, and today gave back in a big way. And the key here is volume. We had a big volume spike here too, but that was right in front of earnings or during earnings. Now we've taken out a previous support level. This is big. If I was trading Raytheon right now, this would be enough for me to consider adding a long put, probably at least 3 months in time to see how this is going to shake out. But where's your downside target? The December lows. I'm not saying it's going to get there, but right now, that's your support level, $30 lower. We take a look at Lockheed. They were down today, but not as much volume. They were down almost 2%. If they take out the previous low, which is really from about a week and a half ago, target's down here. And then you look at Northrop, same thing. They take out that low from the 27th, 28th of March. That's the target. And something like Northrop, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Finally get above it, but you're still lower than a whole bunch of other ones. Not looking good right now from these defense contractors. And here is Mo, which is Altria. Big move down, 4.78%. Volume picked up, took out the previous low. That puts the target at the 50-day. 50-day fails, then you're coming back down here towards 47.50. So I'm going to leave it here. Remember, register. You want to be there. First 5 minutes, I'll show you the hot list. You'll be able to take a picture, write them down. I'm just going to show you the ones that worked, show you what's coming down the pipe for the next 3 months. Instead of guessing which stocks have a great chance to go higher, you're going to be given a list served up on a silver platter. So make sure you register. I look forward to seeing you there. Have a great day.